So regarding the model part of model view controller, which we just spent a few minutes talking about, which is a non-true statement. The CRUD actions only apply to models backed by a database that supports active record, such as a relational database. Part of the model's job is to convert between the in-memory representation of an object and its stored representation. Although model data is displayed by the view, the direct interaction should be between the model and the controller. And although data mapper doesn't use a relational database, it would be a valid way to implement a model. Maybe not necessarily in Rails, but in SAS apps generally. So think for a few seconds, and we'll do a votification. Okay, initial vote. Initial vote. Initial vote. Preference for orange, which is the top choice, and a couple of people are voting for red. So let's go through these one at a time. I'll go from, not to give away anything, but I'm going to start from the bottom and move toward the top for no reason. I'm picking an arbitrary ordering of the answers, OK? Data mapper doesn't use relational databases, but could it be a valid way to implement a model? Surely. In fact, I would venture that most SAS apps out there today, in terms of the ones that are actually deployed, are not using active record. They're using something more like data mapper. Although the model data is displayed by the view, its direct interaction should be with controllers. That is a true statement. Although, as we'll see, as with all frameworks, it only recommends that you do that. It doesn't prevent you from writing terrible code that violates this rule. But yes, according to the model view controller design pattern, the red statement is true. Part of the model's job is to convert between the in-memory and the stored representation of an object. That's true regardless of whether it's data mapper, active record, or something else. Which leaves us only with CRUD actions only apply to models backed by a database that supports active record. The active record conceit is that each model knows how to do its own CRUD without the help of a separate data mapper or other entity. But no matter how you slice and dice that functionality, somebody's got to do it. So as long as you're dealing with storing data about models, you have to deal with how are you going to do these four things: create, read, update, and delete. Active record just says there's common machinery that all models can inherit so that each one knows how to do it for itself. Data mapper says you have to provide separate code that goes along with each model to do it specifically for that model, but you still have to do it. So the orange statement is false. CRUD actions apply whenever you're storing data, no matter what your strategy is for getting at it.